You do know the rules. Robots paint. You guess. I give some clues along the way. And we're going to be doing the top 20 haunted places in the world. Whoops, I shouldn't have said anything. All right. This massive structure has crossed the Atlantic over 1,000 times, but now sits permanently docked. It was once used as a World War II troop transport ship. It was nicknamed the Gray Ghost. Visitors report hearing phantom children's laughter near the empty first-class swimming pool. Its most famous ghost is named Jackie, a little girl who supposedly drowned on board. Not good. Not good. Some claim to see shadowy figures in the old-timey clothing roaming the corridors. Old-timey. This is not that. This is famous to be haunted, though. And I'll tell you where this sits. This boat now is docked permanently in Long Beach, California. Long Beach, California. And people claim to see ghosts all over this place. I guess it's kind of a hotel now, so people stay in the hotel overnight. Anyway, this was the Queen Mary. Queen Mary. All right, next up. Sorry we missed that one. This medieval stronghold has witnessed centuries of bloody betrayals and feuds. The Bloody Chapel was the scene of a gruesome family murder. Great. It's said to be haunted by a terrifying elemental spirit with glowing red eyes. I don't want to see that. The castle sits atop an oubliette. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a pit where prisoners were left to die. Yeah, that would make it haunted. Some visitors report a foul, sulfur-like smell when the spirit appears. So yes, Rhombus, you had the last one, Queen Mary. Maybe our satellite might be a little slow with Oscars. Don't know. But anyway, so where's this place? Where's this haunted place? Anybody know? Any guesses? It sounds horrible. This is known as Leap Castle. Leap Castle, County Offaly in Ireland. It's in Ireland. Scary place. All right, you might know this one. If Stuart was here, he'd know. This historic fortress has stood for nearly 1,000 years. It has served as a royal palace, prison, and execution site. Ghostly figures of beheaded royals have been spotted here. I don't want to see a ghost with no head. That sounds scary. Anne Boleyn's ghost is said to roam the halls carrying her own head. I knew you'd know. I knew it. The spirits of tortured prisoners and guards are frequently seen. Well, that sounds truly haunted. You are correct, of course. The ravens at the tower are kept under royal decree. Legend says they leave, the kingdom will fall. Oh, well, you got to keep the ravens then. The Tower of London. Well, it's got little towers on the corner. The whole thing's a tower. Right? Stuart is here, and he does know. There's a couple British ones in here. Let's go to the next one though. This is not in England. This underground maze holds the bones of over 6 million people. It was originally a limestone quarry before being converted in the 18th century. Many visitors report hearing whispers or footsteps in the dark tunnels. Some explorers claim to have seen shadowy figures lurking in the passageways. Now, if I saw a shadowy figure lurking in these passageways and I was down inside there, I'm out of there. Those who stray from the main path have been known to disappear without a trace. Oh my gosh. That's correct, Alex. Francia is correct. What is it though? Do you know the name of this place? Anybody know? Going once, going twice. The Catacombs of Paris. Catacombs of Paris. In 2004, police discovered a fully equipped underground movie theater in the catacombs. What? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Yes, correct. All right, next up, number 16. Let's move over to America. This prison was one of the first to experiment with solitary confinement. It once housed notorious criminals, including Al Capone. Visitors report hearing eerie whispers and disembodied screams. What is a disembodied scream? I don't get that. Cell doors are said to slam shut on their own. Shadowy figures have been spotted in abandoned cell blocks. So it's a jail. It's a jail. It's not Alcatraz. It's on the east. It's in the eastern part of the United States. Going once, going twice. It is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. And this is the Eastern State Penitentiary. Infamous. When it first opened, it was the most expensive public structure ever built in the United States. There you go. But it looks like a castle to me. Now, you might know this next one. It's a fairly well-known phenomena. This dense woodland is eerily quiet due to the way trees absorb the sound. It is sometimes called the Sea of Trees. Legends say spirits of the lost and restless linger among the trees. Many visitors report seeing ghostly figures and hearing whispers in the wind. Ooh, whispers in the wind. Now here's the key clue. It is infamous for being a site of tragic and unexplained disappearances. It may be called the. This is not the Black Forest from Europe. There is a Black Forest in Europe. This is across the other side of the world from Europe. This is not the Sherwood Forest. I'll give you a hint. It's in Japan. In Japan. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It is the Aokigahara Forest, and it's at the foot of Mount Fuji in Japan. And it encompasses often malfunction in the forest due to underground iron deposits, so you can get lost real easy. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'm not sure if this is that suicide forest, right? Have you heard of that in Japan? Yeah. Anyway, next up, back in America, this antebellum mansion is said to be built on an ancient Native American burial ground. Well, there's your first mistake. The house is rumored to be the home of at least 12 ghosts. A spirit named Chloe is frequently spotted wearing a green turban. That sounds like quite the combo. Visitors report phantom footsteps and mirrors showing ghostly faces. Some say the ghosts of murdered children still roam the halls. It kind of looks like Amityville a little bit, but hang on to that answer for later. Yeah, Stuart, I think that's right from the last one. That's where they go for commit suicide over in Japan. Harikari. Anyway, any guesses on this one? This is a southern mansion. This is the Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana. Oh, so Louisiana. There you go. Well, ghosts. All right, let's go to Europe. This small island was once a quarantine station for plague victims. Now remember, we're doing the most haunted places in the world. Later, it became a mental asylum where horrific experiments were rumored to occur. Yeah, that'll cause haunting. It is said over 100,000 people died on this island. What? The soil is supposedly made up of human ash. Okay. They've got a lot of red flags here. The island is now abandoned, with locals refusing to step foot there. I know, that Shutter Island. That was a good movie, huh? Leah was in there. No, this isn't Shutter Island. This is in Europe. This is in Venice, Italy, actually. So I guess they're talking about over a number of years that this was an asylum. Not good. This is known as Poveglia Island, Venice, Italy. Despite its haunted reputation, Poveglia Island was once auctioned for private development. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. All right, let's travel the world. This ruined fortress is considered the most haunted place in India. According to legend, a sorcerer cursed the entire town. The Indian government forbids entry after sunset due to safety concerns. Yeah, I would say so. The Indian government I already said that. Many visitors report hearing strange voices and feeling watched. Yeah, I hate that feeling. When you feel like you're being watched. The village surrounding the fort remains completely abandoned. So they've left the village. This place is too spooky. Anybody know anything about this? I don't think I had heard of this. This is the Bangarth Fort in Rajasthan, India. Despite its haunted reputation, the fort's architecture remains a stunning example of ancient Rajput design. Yeah, it is kind of cool, huh? Kind of a cool place, but haunted as hell. All right, maybe you'll recognize this place. This Grand Hotel opened in 1909 and inspired a famous horror novel. Guests report hearing piano music playing with no one at the keys. Ghostly figures have appeared in photographs taken inside the hotel. Room 217 is said to be the most paranormally active. This place was the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining. Yeah, this is the steward has it. This is the shining place. But do you remember the name of it or where it is? The name of the hotel? Or the city it's in, maybe? No, it's not known as the Fremont Hotel. You know, I always thought it was that one in Banff, but it's not the one in Banff. This one is in Estes Park, Colorado. It's in Colorado. And the name of it is the Stanley Hotel. The Stanley Hotel. Anyway, yeah, but you have it, The Shining. The Stanley Hotel offers a night tour focusing on its ghostly legends. No thanks. No thanks. I don't need to go on that. I don't need the night tour. All right, now I toured this place as a kid a couple times. I lived in the area. This mansion is famous for its bizarre and confusing architecture. It was built by a widow who believed she was haunted by vengeful spirits. The house features staircases that lead to nowhere and doors that open into walls. Some believe the construction was meant to confuse the ghosts. I think that's the story. The owner, Sarah Winchester, never stopped building until her death. Yeah, you got it, Rhombus. That is correct. Yes, here's Johnny. The hotel, not at the Winchester. This is the Winchester Mystery House. Winchester Mystery House. The house has 160 rooms, yet no normal blueprint was ever made. Now, do you remember why she never stopped building? I think tarot card reader lady or a crystal ball lady or something. Somebody told her that if she never stops building, it'll protect her from the ghosts. So she never stopped building. Yes, yeah, and she did. She believed it was haunted by the people who got killed by the gun. There you go. Okay, let's move over to your neck of the woods, Stuart. It's home to the infamous Mackenzie poltergeist. The cemetery dates back to the 16th century. Visitors report unexplained bruises and scratches after visiting. No thanks. No thanks. The Black Mausoleum is considered the most haunted section. You ever heard of this, Stuart? Some say spirits physically attack those who trespass. Now, this sounds a little rough. People get bruises and scratches, and they say that the ghosts attack the people that trespass. Hey, Jason, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, well, that's good to know. We always appreciate extra facts here on Quick Bite History Live. This is Greyfriars Kirkyard in Edinburgh, Scotland. And in case you didn't know, we're doing the most haunted places in the world. J.K. Rowling took inspiration from the cemetery for Harry Potter. Okay, let's go to number 8. This towering chateau dates back to the 11th century. It is said to be haunted by the Green Lady. She was a noblewoman murdered in a crime of passion, of course. Her ghost is said to roam the halls wearing a green dress. So it wasn't her skin that was green, it was her dress. At least that's good. A little less scary. Some have claimed to see her disfigured face staring from the castle's windows. Now that sounds creepy. You might know where this is. Any guesses? How about the location or the name of it? Either way. I'll give lots of. Hey, there it is. Madame. Glad you joined us because you got the answer. Chateau de Brissac. Is that how you say it? Brissac? Brissac? Brissac. Brissac, 15, France. Despite its haunted reputation, this chateau is still privately owned and open for tours. All right, down to number 7. Now, this luxury hotel is nestled in the Canadian Rockies. A ghost bride is said to haunt the grand staircase. A ghost bride. Nice. Guests report seeing a friendly bellman who disappears when approached. So, I'm thinking The Shining kind of like mixed that hotel in Colorado with this hotel, the Stanley Hotel, with this hotel, because kind of, some of the stories sound the same. Some rooms are said to have strange, unexplained noises at night. Well, that's a haunting. The hotel has been dubbed the Castle in the Rockies. Does anybody know where this is? Or the name of this? I did say it earlier in the round. In case you didn't hear me. Anybody know where this is? Anybody been there? Beautiful place, looks like. I think it's the Fairmont. Although it could be a Fairmont, but I don't think it is. There is a Fairmont Hotel in Sonoma, California, and in San Francisco, of course. The Banff Spring Hotel in Alberta, Canada. The haunted hotel was built by Canadian Pacific Railway as a high-end getaway. Number 6. This castle was built over a mysterious hole in the ground. Always a mistake. Always a mistake. The hole is rumored to be the gateway to hell. That's why you don't build over the hole. Unlike most castles, this one had no military purpose. It was just to cover the hole. It was designed to keep something in, not out. Exactly right. Don't build over a hole. Visitors report hearing inhuman growls from beneath the castle. Why one visit? No thanks. It was built to keep something in, not out. Anybody know what this is? It's in the Czech Republic, which is a spooky place to start, right? Anybody know? Huska Castle. Prisoners were once lowered into the hole to test its supernatural properties. Yeah, let's dangle some people down there and see what happens. It's hole. No thanks. Okay, top 5. Here we go. This inn dates back to the 12th century. It was built on an ancient pagan burial ground. See? Dumb move. Never do that. Guest reports seeing shadowy figures lurking in the rooms. Yes, they do, I'm sure. Some claim to have been physically attacked by unseen forces. No thanks. It's considered one of the most haunted homes in England. It's a home. It's actually an inn. It's an inn. Yeah. Well, so it was in the Czech Republic, the last one. But where's this? This is in jolly old England. What city? And the name of the inn, perhaps. Look familiar? This is where you like to stay. Tin Man, what's going on, man? What's going on? We're doing spooky places, haunted places. This is the Ancient Ram Inn. Ancient Ram Inn, and it's in Gloucester. Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire. Did I say that right? Gloucestershire. It's in Gloucestershire. The inn's former owner refused to sleep inside, no doubt. All right. Now this is a creepy place. Number 4. This eerie island is covered in hundreds of decaying dolls. Bad start. The dolls were placed there to ward off a ghostly spirit. Yes. I don't know about the strategy. Some visitors claim to see the dolls move or whisper. Creepy. The island caretaker believed he was haunted by a drowned girl. A drowned girl. Oh, I don't know, Tin Man. Your comments aren't on point. You can try a little harder, though. Try harder. Anybody know where this is? Anybody have any ideas? Locals, of course, refuse to visit after dark. This is the Island of the Doll in Chocomilco, Mexico. Anybody hear this? The Island of the Dolls? Creepy. All right. Top 3. Pretty well known. This one's pretty well known. This suburban home was the site of a gruesome family murder. The surviving family claimed to experience horrifying paranormal events. Yeah. Strange voices and red glowing eyes were reported in the house. Yeah, Stuart, you are correct. Most people know the shape of the house, right? Those funny windows up on the top. It's kind of odd. It inspired one of the most famous horror books and movies. It is known as the Amityville Horror. Yes. It is the Amityville House in Amityville, New York. No, not New York, New York. Amityville, New York. I got it right. The infamous house has changed owners multiple times. Yeah. How long would you own it? How many nights would you sleep there? Why would you buy it? Maybe make it a tourist place or something? I don't know. Doesn't make sense, does it? All right, let's do the top 2. Top 2 haunted places in the world. Let's go back to Scotland. This ancient fortress sits atop an extinct volcano. Bad start again. It has seen centuries of war, executions, and imprisonment. Visitors report hearing the ghostly sounds of bagpipes. It's said to be haunted by a headless drummer. Does that sound familiar, Stuart? Phantom soldiers and even ghostly dogs have been spotted. Anybody know where this is? Yeah, correct. Correct. You are correct. Edinburgh Castle. Edinburgh Castle, Edinburgh, Scotland. The castle was once home to the Stone of Destiny, a symbol of Scottish royalty. Yeah, looks kind of cool, but it's haunted, apparently. And it sits on an extinct volcano. So it's got that going for it. As long as it stays extinct. It's all good. All right, let's go to number 1. Most haunted place in the world. Here we go. This house was the scene of a brutal double murder in 1892. The prime suspect was a young woman. The victims were killed with a the alleged murderer was put on trial, but she was acquitted. She got off. It inspired the eerie nursery rhyme, Lizzie Borden took an axe. I guess it's not a nursery rhyme. The eerie rhyme, Lizzie Borden took an axe. I don't know how. Does anybody know how that rhyme goes? Lizzie Borden took an axe. Anyway, this is the Lizzie Borden house. It is in Fall River, Massachusetts, USA, Massachusetts. And the house is now a bed and breakfast where guests can stay overnight if they dare. Just for fun. If you see Lizzie carrying an axe. Yeah, you got it, man. All right. Well, anyway, it was kind of fun. You guys were maybe 50-50? Maybe. Almost. How's everybody doing? We're ready for the Oscars. I'm keeping you from the Oscars.